Good morning, everyone. Today is, what is it? Tuesday, January 12th. What you're looking at is my Rastcog. This is my Sam's Club cart. As you can see, they're quite similar. And then over here is my new addition. I have had this particular box, that thing's box, and that box stacked up in this corner since I moved here because I didn't know what to put my items on. So over the weekend, someone had put up a post, I believe it was on Michael's Facebook page, and they showed this new cart they've come out with. And it's called Creative Spaces or something like that, and has an 8 in the word creative. Created, maybe? I don't remember. Anyway, it's their new line of stuff to help you keep organized. So I had this nice cart. And I saw the woman had her cutter machine on it, and I'm like, well, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I went and got it, and it is 69 or 79, and it's 50% off. It was 50% off yesterday, I should say, and I thought that was a good bargain. So it has 3 shelves, as you can see. Sorry for my shadow, kind of hard to get over here. These are like stickered looking. This isn't like a real piece of rustic wood, it's a particle board with a sticker, but they're done in a nice way. And the cart was pretty easy to put together. And as you can see, it's plenty wide for the Cameo. This is a laminator and bookbinding machine. And then of course my Cricut box on the bottom. And it has nice wheels and it rolls really well. And you've got locking casters on it right there, so you can make sure it doesn't move, so I can roll it out if I need to. But I have a plug over here, and I'm going to get my machine set up so that I can start using it properly again. Got all my stuff out there, and you know, I've got a little bit of new organizing that needs to be done because I moved some stuff out of the way, but we'll get to that this week. I'm going to go move over to my table and I'll be right back. Here we go on my messy desk. I was doing some stuff over the weekend and I needed some words for my card for my book. Let me grab that real quick. So I have my little clip over here somewhere that has all my little word cards stuck to it. And as I got in there digging around, I found that I had a Halloween and a Christmas one mixed in, which I'd rather have those in my binders. There's my card. So I made this up for my Documented Life Project week 2. It said to choose a quote and cover all but one word. Well, I didn't want to cover the quote up. So it says, there is nothing like a dream to create the future. So I've got, it was stickers, and I used a bit of, it's kind of like Glossy Accents, but it's not actually Glossy Accents, it's a different brand. So you can see it shining on there. And then used a water-soluble pencil to make those pop out. So I'm going to add that in here in my little pocket that I've created to put my little cards in. And there we go. And this was our set of pages to do, and I just used a white, what's this one, a Jelly Roll. It just says 08. It doesn't say anything about being any of the particular like glaze or whatever, but that one is all this writing here and most of that there, and this one here is the, see, this is the Jelly Roll and this is the Uniball Signo. So the Jelly Roll actually has a little bit thinner line to it, makes it a little easier to see what you wrote. So very nice. I think I chose my word for the year to be grow, because there's lots of different things I want to do. I want to grow in my commitment to things. I want to grow the channel. I want to grow in my experience, and I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you know, the ability to do art stuff, you know, use my products differently, learn more about different products, you know, that kind of thing. Grow in my knowledge. There we go. That's the word I wanted. So I got that, and I stuck the Dare to Be card to the back of the previous week, and I left it undone at the top so I can shove things in there if I choose to. And then I used the washi tape for the holes because I thought it would kind of tie the pages together. I'm going to come back through and do some more doodly things on here. On the edge of the pages here, I use my little mini chalk pads. These ones that I've had, I don't remember who makes these, but that's what the little, they came in a plastic square container and you had 5 colors in there. There's little stackable 1-inch ink, little chalk pad. So I smushed those on the edge and smeared them around a little bit and got this nice little bit of color going on. So that was pretty neat. And let's see, in my stuff I found a bookmark kind of deal, so I shoved that in here. I think I'll do some decorating on it. And then I finally wrote down some stuff on my take note card. I don't really want anyone to read that right now, but that's in my pocket. I need to come back and do some more doodling on that. And I don't know what I want to decorate the cover with. Here comes the dog. Clickety, 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 clickety. Yeah. I discovered that I had some of these fun papers that I think Shannon had mentioned is great to get from American Science and Surplus. I got these from someone else, but they're really neat. I have some more somewhere I've got to find, but you get them. I've got to separate them out, but once you get them separated and fold them in half, make a real fun kind of journal thing. And then I have my En Masse journal I've been working on. Got the cover done. And I went through my collection of letters and I chose a random assortment. I wanted to try and get ones that were not originally on the same page together. And I thought that huge N would be perfect, so there's my deal. And I put this on using matte gel, and then I went over, or the whole page was what are these things called? Luminart silks. So I use those. By the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but if you have these and you open them up, let me get one. They're supposed to be, you know, nice and a little bit thick, but you know, they should be able to move. If you find out yours are chunky, not solid, but like real thick, add airbrush medium to it and let it sit for a while, and it should help reconstitute your colors. Let me see. This is one of the ones that are weird. Okay, see how that looks in there? That middle piece is where it was thick. I haven't stirred this up again yet, but that darker part is where the airbrush medium is in there, reconstituting the color back into a more liquidy form. I don't recommend using water because you're going to lose the binding agent in the silks. The ideal situation would be actually use them, and then that way you run out rather than have them dry up. So use your products. So I use my products. I added this A over here because I didn't think it was going to be of the right size to utilize on any page anywhere because it's a bit big, so I slapped that in there. I got this sticker from AAA and wanted to con me into getting in their program. I'm in another program that's just as good, if not better, for a good price. So anyway, I utilized my free mail fodder, right? And because of that particular item, I came up with a shiny page. So I labeled my tab shiny. I think I've spelled it wrong, but I don't really care. So we have the AAA shiny, and then a piece of mail had this, whee, says free preview. Super shiny. And while I was working on the front, since I had some leftover color, I slapped that on pages that applied to them, so obviously that's green. And then here's some blue. And red. And I even wrote red, just to be doing something a little different. So what all we got in here? We've got, oh, I did this one. Got some watches started. Let's see, watches, shiny. Oh, I did this one. I got some new pens. And yeah, I put my label on the wrong side. This is supposed to be where the pen testing zone is. It's over here. So yeah, we're gonna have to correct that. Anyway, it was Office Depot pens. There are some gel pens there. Some of them are metallic. Some of them have a little bit of a glitter going on. They were marked down to like $7.51. Show you how this works. So you get this nice tube. The cap has to twist off so you don't accidentally lose it. It has this weird little spike thing inside. You put that in the bottom and that causes the center to push up. So, if you can see that. And then because it's on that pointy bit, it creates this little carousel that you can keep on your desk. And another nice thing about it is the container has individual slots. See the slots for the pens to fit into, so they're always nice and tidy. They're not going to be, you know, tilting and falling over. So, whee! Okay, I'm officially a lunatic, but that's okay. This is my first Monday in a while that I've had the house pretty much to myself. It's just my son here at the moment, but he's in bed because he's a bum. He stays up late, you know how young adults are. So, he just finished his 2 classes he was taking. He's doing online school right now. Just finished his 2 classes yesterday, day before. So he doesn't really have anything he needs to be up for anyway. But I'm having way too much fun playing with this. So that goes back on there, twisty twisty. And let's see how many were in here. 36 pens. Not that I needed new pens, but it's nice to have new supplies for your coloring. Alright, what else have I been up to? I don't know if I showed these after I made them, so let me dig them out real quick. I got my Wanderlust class I'm in. I haven't done any of the prompts yet, but I'm prepared. So I made this little book here out of some paper. I don't know what paper this is. Oh, this was that packet of paper I showed. So I cut out a bunch that covers all the weeks that they mentioned, and I bound it myself, so it kind of resembles that other one. And then Deb, who keeps showing these awesome pictures she's created in our Facebook groups, and for the life of me I can't think of her last name right now, but I will look and put it down here someplace so that you can see. But she makes these really neat pictures where she spreads some watercolory bits across, and then she comes back in with pens and does a bit of outlining and finds fun shapes and adds things, and you'll just be able to find her in the Facebook group. But she inspired me to make a album similar to how she was using hers. Hers was it had a you know, it was a book with a fold in it, and she was working across both panels. So rather than do that, I just cut my paper to be long enough to do it all on here. So this is watercolor paper from Canson, this kind, and I've just cut it down. I was able to get 4 sheets here from one big sheet out of that book. And then I actually had punched holes in the wrong end, or punched holes in it and goofed them up and had to redo. So I cut that part off. So see where I made my boo-boo? It's not quite right. So I've got that all sorted out. I need to start doing some of those. Need to do another Donna Downey Inspiration Wednesday page. Got to get caught up and finished with last year. What else have I been doing? I got my journaling journal organized. This is the one from last year, and I have all these blank pages in the back. But I felt like I needed to start the next year with a new book. So I need to do some research and fill in the back with different things to do with 2015. I've got famous people who died. Speaking of people who died, David Bowie died. I just saw that. That was kind of weird. I wasn't expecting that. I've enjoyed his music over the years, so kind of strange when you hear about people that you've listened to for many, many years pass away. So gotta write stuff in there. But I've got my new one. This is my new one. This is my, was it Moleskine? No, not Moleskine. Midori. Yeah, this is an actual Midori notebook. So I went through this a while back and I drew out my blocks that I wanted for each of my days. So I started using them. I wrote some stuff. Here's the date. And then down here I have a section I've started for health related items. I've discovered that maybe I'm having magnesium deficiency. So I made sure to start actually taking some vitamins because I don't take vitamins. And I hate the vitamin. It makes me feel queasy in the morning. But whatever. I had this perpetual annoying eye twitch for 3 weeks. You know, and you try, oh, is it eye strain from the computer? Don't look at the computer so much. No, it didn't change. Lack of sleep, no, I don't have that problem. Stress, no, wasn't really any stress. What was another thing? Oh, I thought maybe I needed to wear my eyeglasses more often. Nope, nothing to do with that. Yeah. So we're trying the magnesium. Because some of the other symptoms from magnesium deficiency, headaches and leg crampies, and so I'm like, well, that sounds familiar. So we'll see. Since I've been taking it, I feel as though I've had less eye twitching. It's considerably less. So thumbs up. Hopefully that was my problem. Just take your vitamins, people. Especially when you get to be my age, 40 plus. Sorry, vitamins are important. I think that's about it for me today. My battery's starting to get down there to that warning number. And I don't really see anything else around me that needs to be discussed. I hope you have an... Oh. Interrupt myself. I took my Canvas Corp paper. I don't remember which one this is. This is the craft paper for the coffee and tea stuff. But it was the teacups all over it. So I'm fussy cutting the cups out. I need to come back in and get into the handles, but I have an idea for what I'm going to do with these, and I just thought cutting all the cups apart would be fun. Not so much, especially when your hand hurts, but I'll suffer through it. So now I will say goodbye. Hope everyone's having a great week. Doing some crafting and arting and enjoying yourself. Journaling, playing with stickers, whatever you do that makes you happy. And we will see you next time. Check out later this week for a couple videos I've got coming up. In fact, one will be out tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. A couple days from now. There's going to be one coming out to keep your eye open for. So stay tuned to that. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button down below. Please like and share. Feel free to comment and ask questions. And please participate in my ATC card request. I've gotten one since I've started asking for them. Any ATC or even tag art would be awesome. I want to showcase your art in my videos as well and put them on my display board. Address for sending that to me is in the description below and also in the header. Have a great day. Bye.